Looks like we're live. Okay, looks like I hear things. So hey, morning everybody. Welcome back. Just getting myself organized. Back at Sisters again today. Same place we were at last week. I like the breakfast, and I ordered chicken rice today instead of pork. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. It's been a busy week, so which is nice. I needed to have a busy week, and yeah, it's been good. I don't have any complaints, except for I got a sunburn the other day, but that's besides the point. Yeah, Frank and I went out and did a temple walk. We went to a temple that's across the river that has some ancient structures and whatnot associated with it, and so I just wore one of these shirts, and we went up in the morning. It was overcast, kind of like in and out, and then before I knew it, hour and a half, 2 hours had passed, and then when I got back home, we ended up going to try to sort out the visa and did a whole bunch of stuff, and then we ended up just walking around for a couple more hours, and I had a shirt on to cover up my arms that time, but when I got home the second time and I laid down after I was finished editing up my video, I could feel the heat and like a prickly feeling on my arm that I haven't felt in forever. So I was like, oh crap. So I've been wearing a long sleeve up until today. So for the last couple of days I've been kind of babying it, but I'm good. And there's no complaints. It was a temple tour that I absolutely adored and was happy to have done. So, okay, I'm just going to put in a test chat here real quick. Yeah, it helps if I actually type again. Good, we're good. So yeah, feel free to ask questions, do whatever. As you guys, if you've been around for these before, you know I am open to conversation. I missed last Saturday night / Sunday morning stream. I tried to get up and get set with it. My tech was, I hadn't charged my camera properly. The battery backup wasn't charged. I goofed on every level. And then I just wasn't feeling 100%. So I was like, you know what? I can take a day off. And so I did just that. I took a day off completely. I didn't sleep well the night before or much that night. So when I took the day off, I just kind of laid in bed, you know, watched some YouTube and caught up on some other stuff and did some gaming. Tuned out to YouTube completely, like for my channel. I didn't bother looking at anything because I'm like, I didn't have a live stream. Nobody's going to be commenting on anything. Yeah, I woke up on, hello, Akun, thank you. Iced coffee this morning. Really good. Like I mentioned, this one has like almost like a nutty flavor to it, so my brain registers as a hazelnut. Probably not. Hey, good morning, MM. And yeah, so like I said, I wasn't thinking there was going to be anything. I'm like, I'm taking the day off, I'm a log one. And I woke up the next morning to about 100 comments on a bunch of assorted videos. I was like, oh crap. So it took me a better part of like an hour to catch up to everybody, which was great. I mean, I'm not complaining about it, trust me. The last that I will ever want to do is to let people think that I'm not thankful for them for commenting and whatnot. So yeah, this is the new get up that I'll be rocking in videos. I think it starts tomorrow, the new look. So it's not all the time. I'm wearing these shirts mostly because of the fact that they are comfortable, they breathe well, and they're very lightweight. And even yesterday, when I had Thank you. Even yesterday when I had a long sleeve version of one of these, and it's just too small. It's a 3XL instead of a 5. Hey, Eagle, Dallas, Texas. I'm feeling good. Yeah, I am feeling good. It took the time I needed to kind of unwind and heal. But yeah, yesterday I was just, like I said, I have a long sleeve version of one of these. I had a t-shirt over top. And the reason I had the t-shirt over top is because I got a 5XL in these, and that one's a 3. And it's just a little too tight. And as I was telling Frank and Sarah, I felt like I was a sausage. So it was like just too constricting. So I just threw a t-shirt over top of it and went out. And it was comfortable. I mean, it was 36 yesterday, and just wearing that was fine. Like I had 2 layers on, but this material just wicks away the sweat, and I didn't feel like it's, I don't know. If you sweat a lot and you wear cotton, you know what I'm talking about. It sucks. So I'm so happy. They gave me a brand new one. This is my favorite stuff. I am addicted to the chili. And I love that it's mild hot. So I don't know what mild hot means. But one of the things that, hey, NS, hey, Dad. Here's the ingredient list. And if you can't see it there, I'll read it. Chili, sugar, garlic, salt, water. You know what's missing in there? All the other garbage we get thrown at back home. I mean, I bought a bottle of vinegar that has more items listed in it, so yeah. But yeah, it's been good. I've been keeping myself busy. I filmed a couple videos, went out and did a couple things this week. Hey Max, good morning from Troy, Ohio. Wow, Max Carey. Where's Troy, Ohio? Let me just think. I'm trying to think where that would be. I mean, living in Toronto for years, I'm kind of familiar with driving through Ohio. It registers like something I should know. Troy. That's why. It's on 75. Yeah, I've driven down 75 a few times. There's a reason why I recognized it. Don't ask me why. My brain's weird. There's probably a gas station or something there that I stopped at. And with a name like Troy, I mean, it is a historical reference, so. But yeah, one of my new routines now, except for today, is I have been walking up to one of the temples and just been kind of chilling and relaxing there in the morning. And just really enjoying my time in there. The one that Frank and I found, about 15 miles north of Dayton, yeah. That's so weird. I have traveled a lot on highways, so I've been up and down I-75, I-95, all the little anything going, north, south. Living in northern Canada, well, in Canada it's all northern. Depending on where you were, is depending on what road you end up taking. Ooh, that's some raccoon. Thank you. And this morning, chicken rice. Chicken rice. And Batsman, hey Sean, been following on and off now for several months. Look without sound around, you look like you have lost some weight, but also much healthier. That is not that's not rude at all. The fact that you can recognize that I have lost weight, It's factual. I have lost a few pounds. I am currently just around the 50-pound, a little bit more mark lost, and it's been great. I just realized I don't have any forks. It's going to be hard to eat this without fork. They were just setting up, so they brought over most of the bits and bobs. So yeah, I appreciate you recognizing the fact that I have lost weight. I think a lot of folks have been noticing the fact that my face is a lot thinner than it used to be. I feel it completely. Like the fact that I'm sitting here and I don't have, my gut isn't just pushing up on me all the time. It was the most horrifying feeling in my life. Being overweight. And even though I was exercising and I was thinking I was trying to be healthy back home, none of it was working. So coming over here, I changed everything. Okay. No, it's okay. I couldn't. Thank you.
My boy, he interested on the stick of the camera.
Oh.
My boy.
Okay.
Check on YouTube. He wanted.
So this part or this part?
Whole one.
Oh.
Okay, I will call him to see.
Yeah. You know the store UFO? Yeah.
Oh, store.
They have this camera. Yeah.
Nice.
It's
About
500 US. Yeah, US. Rough.
Okay.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. There we go. They're so cute here. So apologetic for what? That I didn't have a fork? Yeah, end of the world. Oh God, no. So, yeah, this food does look delicious. Here again. I just lost my thing. So, rice, chicken, a little bit of veggies, and there we go. I dropped this. So, second time I've been here. I thought I ordered pork last time. I ordered chicken. I order pork everywhere I go. So I thought, oh, I've got to try chicken. So I come here again, I'm like, I had pork last time, right? No, I had chicken. I'm an idiot. But, yeah, getting over here, taking walks every day, clearing up my head, all the other stuff that I've been doing, been so helpful. So, I needed to lose the weight. I've been, about the last 10 years or so, I've been gaining weight. And it was slow. That's the insidious part of weight gain, is you think you're okay because it's just so gradual. Then one day you go to bend over and tie your shoe and you can't breathe. And you realize you got a problem. And at that point, you have to change a lot of things. So, and it's not easy to do. So I applaud anybody that's trying this. I had to go drastic. Move halfway around the world. Change my diet. Change my lifestyle. But I think and I've said this in the past, but the diet, the exercise, but the most important thing that I changed was my mental health. I'm happy here. And so as I lost a little bit of weight, I got happier. And so it was like this vicious cycle of positivity stuff that was happening. So I get a lot of questions asked about this camera too. And if you don't know, I use the DJI Pocket 3. I love the camera. It's been great. The fact that I can do this, record, do all my other stuff, and just maintain one camera is wonderful. The only reason I carry this one too. This is the Action 4. And I always have it on me because you never know if it's going to rain or anything. And the minute that happens, you're screwed with this camera because it's not waterproof. So I have to put this away during inclement weather. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Just want to make sure things are working here. Could you guys already hit that like button? You rock. So I thought today we'll do this real quick, have breakfast, go have a quick walk. Let me double check. The weather was saying 100% chance of rain today, which is amazing. Yeah. 100% chance at 9 a.m. 90% at 10 a.m. So I guess it's going to rain. It was funny, Frank and I were out yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I was saying, oh, it's like a 50% chance of rain. And he's like, yeah. He goes, he just learned that it's not percent chance. It's actually like 50% of the area that you're in is going to rain. And I was just like, what? Like suddenly it makes more sense. So, and the 50% chance of rain, we didn't see any of it. So it must have been another 50% of the city that we were not in. I tell you, having Frank and Sarah here has been so good for me. So good. So it's been nice just having folks around. You can tell they're having fun. Their voices raised. This is delicious. I'm so scatterbrained today. Eric, monsoons, yeah. I am well aware that the weather is not going to be great in the next while, which is fine. If you don't know, I spent about half my life living in Florida. So we had hurricanes. And my understanding is monsoons are similar but just different animal, which is fine. I'll cope with it when it hits. I'm one of those people that kind of prepares for everything anyway. I mean, last year we kind of went through, it was a category 5 when it hit Tampa, and it was a category 4 when it was heading on some West Palm. Oh, midlife escape. Raining this morning in Da Nang. Hopefully rain starts when I go to Thailand. I enjoy rainy season. Yeah, I don't know what the weather's like in Thailand currently. I know that here, the rain has been showing up daily. It's on the radar anyway. I've experienced about three storms, and it lasts up to an hour maybe, then runs away. And it's Eric, you live in Florida, so you know. Yeah. So yeah, the storm. Okay, so Eric, I don't know what part of Florida you're in, or how old you are, or anything like that. So I'm just going to throw this out. When I was young, living in, we lived in the East Coast of Florida, so we lived down by Fort Lauderdale. And when we got there, it was almost like every afternoon, like clockwork, a rainstorm would roll in. And it would be like the Everglades would just, make the clouds, and it would all build up over the Everglades, and then it would come and dump over on us. And you could literally see like a wall of water coming at you, just like, and it was just intense. And the streets would flood up, like it was just like there'd be like an inch of water everywhere, and then turn off, it's gone. And I loved it. Everything cooled down for a minute, and then the humidity came back, and it was miserable. But that kind of rain is similar to what we're getting here. So whenever I get the storms here, it's very reminiscent of the old Florida storms, and I loved it. Honestly, living here, I feel like I'm living in a time warp anyway. It's just so bizarre. I think the one thing I'm most thankful for here in Siem Reap is the fact that a lot of the Western commercial stuff is not really even here yet. When I was in Bangkok, everywhere I looked, there was a store that I recognized. And the only thing I've seen here, trying to think, three. Burger King, KFC, and Domino's Pizza. And the best part about them is that I ignored them in North America, and I'm ignoring them just as well here. Across from KFC. Okay, Yosemite St. Cloud. I'm assuming that's what KFC is. I went to USF in Tampa, so started in 86. I lived in Tampa on and off for, 10 years. It was a fun city, for sure. I have an odd claim to fame in Tampa. So, in the late 80s, Florida was running into trouble with spring break. It had been in Fort Lauderdale for ages. And I'm not too sure, but I think it had something to do with the fact that they changed the drinking age from 18 to 21. After that, things just kind of got unruly with spring break in Florida. I think they were already a little bit. Anyway, so they did a crackdown in Fort Lauderdale on spring break. They were like basically outlawing it in essence. And so other places were kind of picking up the mantle. Daytona always was doing stuff, but St. Pete decided that they were going to try their hand at it. And there was like a 50s and 60s band called Jan and Dean. And beach music, California beach music. And they had been retired for years. One of them had a car accident And so he wasn't performing, but they decided that they were going to perform. MTV showed up for it. So they had this huge, big beach party. And it was all manufactured. Like when you got there, you got to the beach in St. Pete's, and there was like nobody except for this little area. And it was just packed full of people. And that's where all the cameras and everything were. And, KSC. NASA SpaceX. Okay. Oh, Kennedy Space Center. See? But you can understand why Kissimmee St. Cloud is the same one, so. I should have, why would I go to Kissimmee St. Cloud? Anyway, a friend of mine from university and I decided we're going to go see Jan and Dean. And I was excited because I like the music, but also it's going to be my first like beach concert. So we're a couple of idiots. I think he was like 6'4". And I don't know why, and I have no idea why he had it, is he had one of those Fred Flintstone Grand Poobah hats in his car. So we're watching the Jan and Dean concert. He runs back and grabs a Grand Poobah hat. He throws it on my head and then puts me on his shoulders. So here I am up above the crowd, an idiot with a Grand Poobah hat on. So I was on MTV. I had some friends that recognized me and like, I saw you. I'm like, oh God, no. Not that far from you, yeah. Chris, I am very much enjoying my meal. It's delightful today. Just what I needed, a nice breakfast. I've been eating at a different place. There's a video coming up Monday? I'm not sure if it's Monday or Wednesday. Wednesday. I found a new spot. It's across the river. When Frank and I went out for our first temple walk to go meditate, on the way back, I saw a spot. I'm like, there's a lot of locals here. So I wanted to go back. So I went back the next day and I had breakfast. I had a great big huge plate of food. Well, huge for here. It was rice and it had a dish that had like pork, boiled egg, and I think the vegetable is a bamboo shoot. It was like in a dark liquid like a soy and sugar. Absolutely delicious. And when I went to go pay, it was 4,000 real. It was $1. So I've been walking over there and having breakfast. I think they open up a little late. I think they open at 10. So I'm not there today, but I might do a stream from there. Eagle, can I fly from USA to Cambodia? E-visa, one-way flight ticket, or they don't allow me to get into Cambodia? No, you're good. My friends Frank and Sarah had a one-way ticket from Malaysia. They came in from KL. When you arrive and fly in, so there's two places to arrive. Most likely, well, no, you can get to Siem Reap. There are flights that come here. It's not as easy to get to Siem Reap for flights. It might be a little bit more expensive. So if you're coming over to do, a run to take a look for a while, check your flights to Siem Reap, because the airport is just about an hour outside town. If not, you can check flight to Phnom Penh, and then you can take a bus from there, or there are flights that come back and forth from Phnom Penh. The other option would be flying into Bangkok. The visa stuff is easy for all of it. You fly in, show your passport. It's $35, I think. Yeah, $35 for the visa US here in Cambodia, and that will get you the e-visa, or as we call it now, the general visa. And that's the one that I had last time. But yeah, you don't have to have a return ticket there. I think it was a restriction that was on before, but it's no longer. They are very accommodating here for all kinds of things, and I'm forever thankful that this country is the way it is. It's definitely helped my mental state, for sure. Man, can't believe I ate all that. Just yacked away. This stuff is amazing. Still chili sauce, chili, sugar, garlic, some salt in there too. It's so good. I will have another cooking video coming up in the next week or two. I have a couple of things planned. I did apply for my visa for the year. I should be getting that back within about a week and a half, which is going to be great. So as soon as I have that, I have some plans. As of right now, the multitude of weirdness in my head. So, first thing is getting my visa. That should be here, like I said, within the next week or so. Once I get that, the next thing is that my lease is up on the 2nd of June. So I'm going to go out and take a look at other apartments. There's a couple of areas that I'm interested in looking at. If I don't find anything that just makes me go, I have to be here, I'll renew my lease here. But so there may be a move in between. Also, some friends coming to visit. 2 Mad Explorers are coming. So I'm going to be sticking around, making sure that I'm here for when they're here. Once everything is settled down, the dust is settled, everything is done, I'm going to take a trip. And it's going to be a pretty big trip for me. So the current itinerary for that will be taking a bus from here to Phnom Penh, spending a day or two there, depending on how much I can get done. From Phnom Penh, I'll be going to Saigon to Da Nang, Da Nang to Hanoi, and then up through Laos, and then from Laos back into Siem Reap. So it's going to be a wild trip, and I'm going to have a ton of footage from that. At least that's the current plan. I got to kind of book everything out. Tyler, was it some airlines will ask to see proof onwards to travel before they let you on the flight? Interesting, Tyler. I've not run into that at all. Yes, Tyler's saying that some airlines will ask to see proof of onward travel before they let you on the flight. You can get around that by buying a cheap bus ticket to Thailand online. So, yeah. When I flew in, it was late November, early December. No, November 30th, my mom's birthday, so I should remember. So I flew into to Bangkok, and there were 0 questions on that. It was just, welcome to Thailand. Again, as a Canadian, I can only speak about my experiences. But coming here, I've had no problems. I've come to Cambodia now 3 times with border. So I came on my trip in January, then I came when I moved back, and then I just did the visa run. All my interactions at the border have been good. I checked with Frank and Sarah when they flew in, and they didn't have any issues. And they're Aussie, so they're from Australia. So it's 2 countries I know. Reasonable access here. I met a bunch of folks here from the States that have flown in. So, but yeah, there's an online company. You can Giant Ibis. You can always get a ticket from them if you wanted to get anything, I guess. But I haven't had any issues with it. Trying to think, I think the one country that you need to have a return was Malaysia. I'll double check with Frank and Sarah, but I think that was the one that they had to make sure that they had a return ticket or something. So they just had to have another ticket or something. But yeah, there was something in Malaysia that was happening there. I haven't been there yet, so. And I don't know when I'll be getting there. So I have enough stuff to do around here. So let's get ourselves organized here. Take a little bit of a walkabout in a minute. Put that there. Once again, breakfast was delightful. Coffee was good. If you were here for the last live stream, I walked down and the coconut coffee place that I was going to, which is KTIS, they weren't open, and they haven't been open since. Now, earlier this week, it was King's birthday here, so there's a 3 days worth of celebration. It affected some businesses. Some places are closed down for an extended period of time. So I don't know if that's what happened. It could be, but I don't know. So good. Isaac, hello, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Midlife escape, no requirements for Vietnam. I think, so midlife, I get what you're saying, so there's no requirements, but you do need to get your visa in advance. That's the one restriction I understand for Vietnam, is that there is no visa on arrival for me, as a Canadian. I know there are exceptions for some countries. So that return ticket is really a gray area. I just have no problem entering Thailand with no return ticket. Yeah, I've had a lot of friends that have had no problem with it. I know I was told when I was going over once, like, oh, you need to have a return ticket to, take the bus into Thailand. I'm like, what? So, there's a lot of really weird information. But I guess you kind of got to be prepared. It's like if you get stuck and they want to see proof of a ticket, you can hop online and grab a cheap ticket for something somewhere. And again, bus tickets are cheap. You can get bus tickets are fairly cheap. And if you order it from the right place, they're refundable. Okay, so that's done. A second here. I love the money here. Look how pretty that is. So yeah, this makes you feel rich. This is 20,000 real. Which, when you say 20,000, sounds like a lot. So you realize it's about 4,000 real to the dollar, so that's about $5. Yes, yeah, midlife. It's apply before you arrive from the U.S. Yep. Yeah, that was my understanding. And I just wanted to clarify in case anybody was seeing that in chat that there was no restrictions. So you were referring to the fact that you don't have to have return flights, that kind of stuff, which is absolutely valid. My understanding too is on Vietnam, there are 2 different variations to the visas you can get. One is multiple entry, one isn't. So I'm going to be getting a multiple entry one. I'm in Cambodia, I'm right next door. So if I get a 90-day Vietnamese visa, and my visa here is multiple entry, I can do multiple entry there, and then I can cross the border back and forth between the 2 countries and not have to fiddle with a bunch of crap. I have no idea how that makes me feel. Amazing. So in theory, I could do that for 6 months easy and travel back and forth between the two countries, and I would be in heaven bouncing between Vietnam and Cambodia, to be honest. I'm really excited about getting to Vietnam, but anyway. Give me 1 second.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Excellent. You? So nice here. Maybe $2.75, I think, for my breakfast. $2 for the chicken and rice, and then I think 75 cents for the coffee, or $1. So $3, give or take. I'm good with that. Okay. So we're gonna go take a quick walk down. Yeah. So you indicate whether you want single or multiple when you apply. And I think the price is different for it too, Midlife Escape, from my understanding. And it's not a huge difference. I think it was like a difference of like $10 or $15 US for the application, which is, if you're doing multiple entry, you know, pay a little bit extra, and then you can come back and forth. And you know, if you're moving there, single entry is fine. You know, it's just like I'm looking for a place. I'm going to be here for XYZ number of days. I just need the one entry. Akun,
Yeah.
thank you.
275, so I give
Akun. Yeah, so it was $2.75. So, and then I got a 2,000 and a 5,000. So, yeah, so she gave me back 9. General for me when I do it is 10,000 real is 250. So, and then each 1,000 real is a quarter. So 250 plus 1 is 11,000 minus 20, 9. I do math. I smart. Okay, let's see if we can get going. So much fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope your son gets one. It's a good camera.
He did not yet wake up.
Oh yeah. Well, you can tell him where to find them, but they're good. They're really good camera. So, thank you.
Good luck for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So lovely. So one thing I have to say in Cambodia that it just floors me. Well. How absolutely. Ooh. Hello. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Wow. Andrew, I just got your comment, your email, so I will respond to you. I don't know what's going on sometimes with chat and stuff on YouTube. It's been kind of weird. I've had some people say that they've, oh well, look at that. I got schmutz on the lens. Yeah, so I've had some folks mention that they couldn't get my email address. So YouTube has like, you just put in your information when you create a, you know, your account, and Gesundheit. And so you put in your email address and everything, and then they hide it behind a CAPTCHA. So some people are having problems with the CAPTCHAs, and I don't know if it's ad blockers or if it's browsers or what, but I've had multiple people mention that they are not getting the pop-up for the CAPTCHA. So if you guys are trying to get my email address, like I say, try another browser. And as tech support for a lot of stuff, that was one of our go-to lines anyway. Hello. You know, try a different browser. My software's not working. Try another browser. Ooh, Chris Foster. The Oilers and Canucks game is starting. I understand. I would, yeah. That is a that's a long-term rivalry. Okay, so I'm going to go down and see if that coffee shop is there. If not, yeah, we're just going to take a little walk. I can't walk as much as I would like today. I kind of goofed the other day. I got new shoes, and they're great. They're comfortable. I noticed a hot spot on my foot the other day when I was out for a walk. I really was like, it'll be fine. And I ended up getting a blister. And so usually it's not a big deal, but it's on my heel, like on the side. Doesn't matter what shoes I wear, that damn blister's getting hit. And I'm like, So I put on my old pair of shoes today, and it's still hitting. So I will not be wandering as long as I would like, which kind of sucks. Hello. Let me see. There you go. Thanks, Sean, and be safe, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I can guarantee that my little coffee shop is not there. I'm looking right at it, and still as barren as the other day. Which was really kind of sad because I was trying to show Frank and Sarah, you know, the coconut coffee, because I talked it up to them. And then when they get here, the place is gone. We did find another place that carries it, but it was different. Still good. And it just didn't have the same coconut oomph to it like this one did. I'm hearing hammer. I wonder if they're just doing renovations. Possible. Here, I'll show you guys. So that's all that metal. Yeah, they're taking down the whole thing. Now, is that a permanent or a temporary one? No idea. Mark Smith, do shops have a high turnover rate here? I'm not too sure. I have heard that is a thing. A lot of the places that I go to, they're there all the time. But I know that there was a time when it was really bad. So, but again, I don't know for sure what's going on there, because I've seen places that you know, it looks like they're going to be tearing things down, and then I turn around and they're putting in a new store. So it's like changed ownership, and they're renovating the entire building because it's some, you know, high-end coffee shop or something coming into town. So I haven't seen tons and tons of turnaround. But again, I only have like a small area that I wander in, and I've only been here for a few months, so I don't have the long-term look at it, so to speak. So if you can get this. Whew, nice day. Ooh, God. Well, looks like I just paid my YouTube membership. I support a couple of channels, so I just got verification on one of them processed through Google today. So, oh, no problem, Mark. No problem. Thank you for the question. there is a secondhand store back there. And the other day, Frank and I were out looking for umbrellas, and I knew I'd seen a place that had them, but I thought, you know, just on the offhand chance, let's go into the secondhand store. And it was really cool. The first thing that got me, which I thought was really neat, was that I am a guy that goes into secondhand stores all the time. Like, I don't have a problem going to them. You give me a secondhand store, consignment store, anything, I'm in. The smell in those stores is unique. It's not a bad smell, but you can just smell like used product, you know? Used clothing has a funk, right? Especially when you get a bunch of it together. And it had the exact same smell there as everyone I've ever been to in North America, which I thought was really fun. But the part that kind of got me was like when you get in, if you just kind of glance around, it all has the same feel. You know, you get clothing and dishes and stuff. But then when you get to start looking at things is where you see the differences. Like, especially for like the dishes and that, because back home, you know, you see the same kind of cutlery, the same kind of, like, it's the crap your grandparents or your parents had in the 70s, and you know, it's just old plates, and you get used to it. But here, the same stuff, but you know, it's probably some grandparent stuff, but doesn't look anything like it. And then like the types of like bowls and things, like tons of little bowls in a set together. And I'm like, what the heck is that for? And then you realize that you go out to eat and you get a bunch of little plates of stuff. So it's really neat. That's what the hat's for. I don't know what I missed something there, Eric. I'm usually pretty good at figuring out. That's what the hat's for. What did I do? What did I do that make the hat? I'm stupid. My apologies. Whew, beautiful day. As you can see, overcast. We are experiencing less sun than before, which I'm very happy with. Having temperatures in the mid 30s instead of the low to mid 40s is a treat. It's weird again because my body is acclimatizing to the 30-degree weather, and now 35, 36 feels normal. And that's your high for the day, right? And your low would be around 28, 27. And my computer is still set for back home in New Brunswick. So, because I schedule everything based upon the time zone, I just know the times that I need to set it. So when I'm scheduling things, because I haven't figured out when, like what time things are going live here versus when they're going live back home. So I think they go live here at like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. So, but anyway, so because Microsoft is really good at inundating you with more information than you want, suddenly now when I, you know, hit my space bar on my laptop, where it used to just be my login screen, now I've got sports information, I've got weather and temperature. And so I've been seeing like the temperature has been like 22 back home. I'm like, what? Because I was looking at it before and I was like, you know, 4 or 5 degrees, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's mid-May. Because I haven't really seen the you know, the change here. It's been hot. So to me, the season really hasn't changed much at all, if at all. But at home, it's gone from winter to spring. So, which this is probably one of my favorite times of the year back in New Brunswick. Eagle, do they have pressure cook electric? Yes. It's 12 hours between Dallas and Cambodia, yeah. I think it's 11 hours to Eastern time zone, which is Toronto, and then 10 hours to Atlantic Canada, which is where I was from. Because I was in the time zone that was an hour ahead of Eastern time zone. Frank and Sarah, hello my friends. Good morning. Looking as lovely as always, my man. At the gym doing legs. Fucking hate it. Yeah, I'm not at the gym doing legs. I'm on the street doing legs. And I don't hate it. And you know what? They've inspired me. I'm gonna walk towards the gym. Fuck it. I said I wasn't gonna go for a long walk. It looks like I am. I gotta burn off this race somehow, right? Now, let's see. I don't know why. Let's see. I apologize if this has been kind of goofy. Yeah, so if you see it wobble, that's just my arm getting sore. And I adjust the handheld. Because what I do is I keep my phone in this hand, which is the chat, and then this hand is my camera. I have no third hand yet, so if I get an itch, I gotta put something away to scratch it. And that ain't easy. Oh Jesus, my God. So I have a kind of like a smartwatch, and it gives me notifications when I get a text message, so it buzzes on my arm. So I just heard the phone go off and I got the buzz at the same time. So both hands are vibrating. I was like, bruh, bruh. God. Yeah, I gotta be careful too because I'm still in the sun. At least I know where I'm walking to. There should be a lot more cloud cover. Long hair is great until it's not. I'm gonna get it to cover up some of my arms. Why? Where are we at here? That's 17 of you guys here today. That's awesome. Yeah, it always interests me to see the numbers because personally, I'm looking at it going, you know, this is like Friday morning here, Thursday night back home, and I'm like, you know, what would I be doing on a Thursday night? And I can't tell you. Like I remember it used to be that you would, you know, Thursday nights was TV, so I think it was X-Files in the 90s. But that was my jam, right? So you're like, okay, I'm not doing anything on this day because I got my TV show. But I don't think we do that anymore since we got the streaming platforms. We just like, I'll watch it when I watch it. I'm excited for a movie next week. We are going to go and see Furiosa, the new Mad Max movie. I'm very excited for it. I have loved all the Mad Max movies. I know people don't like the first one, and that is Mad Max, not Road Warrior. It is the weakest of them for sure, but I do like it. NS, do you wear sunscreen every day? Do you build up a tolerance to the sun? I do not wear sunscreen at all. I have a very weird body. Like, I mean, very weird. And I develop a nasty rash whenever I use sunscreen. So, something in it I'm allergic to. I've tried like 4 or 5 different brands, and it's always the same thing. And it's expensive to test because that shit ain't cheap. So I just say nope. So what I do is I limit my exposure the best I can. I try to go out during the early part of the day when the sun is not as hot, or later in the afternoon. I try to stay away from midday sun as much as possible. And if I do go out and the sun's up, I hear you. There's a weird bird that makes that cuckoo, cuckoo sound, and I don't know what it is. Eagle, Mel Gibson, great actor. Dude, I loved the Mad Max movies, Lethal Weapon. He had a whole bunch of stuff that was great. There's that one with conspiracy theory. That one was fun too, where he had figured something out and they were chasing him down. Loved that shit. And then, like tends to happen, things go south for them. You know, they don't quit when they're ahead. So yeah, anyway, sunscreen. I don't have any. This is why I've got to be careful today. And that's the thing too, it's like my arms, I know you can see the ink, but I keep them covered for the most part, and they have been for ages. So this is the first time I've been having, you know, sleeveless shirts, and I'm just going for something different because, yeah, it's easy to say. Like, this is all part of my process because now I can go back. I have a video journal of my journey, right? So I can go back 6-8 months and see what my body shape was and see, okay, this is where I was, this is where I want to be. And so what I'm doing now is I'm wearing clothing that is not necessarily flattering at the moment, but what it's doing is allowing me to see where I want to proceed with my body. So I'm going to be starting to work out here in a little bit. So I will probably be getting a gym membership and just work. It's not nothing major. Like, I'm not going to be getting stupid, you know, what do you call it, swole or whatever. I'm just going to be working out, toning my body up again. So, and the most important thing is I want to get my flexibility back, because that's one thing that's been lacking a lot. And it's so weird. Like that one time you drop something on the ground and you go to bend over and pick it up, and you second guess putting your knee down because it's like, oh, that's gonna hurt. So weird. It was the sound of a gecko. Man, thank you so much. So that sound is a gecko. Okay. Okay, I need a new profile pic. Way skinnier now. Caps is very valid for that comment, so no need to apologize. I do. I am, like I said, there's a bit of a change. I have another pic that I like, so I think I might transfer that over. But I have to find a way to get that old picture off so that I can keep a hold of it. It's a such a change. Yeah, so I went back and I watched a video just that I filmed not too long before I left Canada, just to see. And I was like, oh. And then I watched a couple of my first vlogs in Thailand. Because again, I had just gotten off of the airplane and I was only in there for a couple of days. And yeah, it's kind of hard to even recognize myself. Be my personal trainer for free. Frank will do my upper body, Sarah will do my lower. Great. I'm cool, I'm in. Yeah, I need to just kind of understand what exercises do what. And, you know, like I said, I don't want to get huge. I just want to get toned back. And I want to get my flexibility back. That is key. And my flexibility, I attributed a lot of that loss to my weight gain, because I just was heavy. So, you know, getting down on my knees to, you know, pick something up off the ground hurt. And now it shouldn't. Eric. You need to pump you up. So here's the gym. I have no idea if Frank and Sarah are looking out or where they are, but Apparently there's 2 floors, sauna. Apparently the ground floor has certain stuff and the upper floor has other stuff, and I don't know. I will figure it out. Ta-da! But I do need to focus on getting my body back into shape. 55, and I'm whatever. I guess it's never too late to start. My stepfather, he exercised all the time. He was a big man, and he used to come when he'd come visiting. Was just always keep buy weights when he'd come to visit us. It's just like he was that guy, and I think he was doing that well into his 60s, 70s. Sorry. The guy is just chiseling at the stone there. So one of the things here, like they don't put up barriers or anything. So, you know, a piece of stone could fly off. No, I take it as my own personal responsibility to avert my eyes and safeguard myself. I'm a grown-ass man. I can take care of myself that way. So that's what I was doing if you saw me turning my head. I just took a photo of you walk fast. Thank you, Frank. Oh, it's too funny. So that was like, so it's like an inception photo. We'll take a picture from the screenshot of me. Yeah, we got this. MLK, I love that. We need to pump this channel up to get to 1K subs. We're getting there. Getting there. Last check was, what, 875? So, which is amazing. It only seems like yesterday that it was at 700, to be honest, or 500 even. Like, that wasn't that long ago. Like, it's just, every time I look, it's going up, 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 up. And, yeah. And, so, again, housekeeping time, because it's what we do. I do have memberships available. They are enabled. Super chats are enabled as well. I'm not asking for money, just letting you guys know. I have people ask me from time to time about how they can donate to help. So there are features that are enabled on YouTube. Once I get to 1,000 subs, it'll be monetized. So by watching itself helps. There is also a Patreon, which is there. Again, don't. It's just there. And the one thing I think people tend to use a lot more, which I get, is the buy me a coffee. Folks do that a lot, and I dig that too, because I'm of a similar mindset where, you know, I like to support, but the whole monthly subscription thing feels really weird. So, you know, throwing a couple bucks through the coffee thing works, and so that's why it's there. But yeah. Can't talk about the subscription service stuff. Wait, I need to travel to the beach. The OE movie, The Beach. Have you seen it? I don't think so. The Beach. No, hold it. Is that the one with Leonardo DiCaprio that was filmed in Thailand? Because if that's the case, I watched it years ago. I don't know why my brain suddenly thought of that movie, but that's what it was. Yeah, and I think I saw somebody, a vlog or something, that was showing that one not too long ago. If that's the one. Anyway, we're going to talk about subscription services stuff, because it's just, whew. So I watch a podcast, but a lot of times you will see people that will have a YouTube thing where they do the video and they also record a podcast for it. But it's a group of guys that do horror stuff. They do horror movies, and you know, they're authors themselves. So, and I dig it. Called The Final Guys. One of the guys is Jason Brandt, who does the So Bad It's Good, where they watch B-rate movies and just kind of laugh at them. They've done a whole bunch on Steven Seagal. Oh, Frank, it's wrecked now. Too many tourists. And they use CGI to make it look. Interesting. Funny how CGI, or back in the day, matte paintings used to do things like that. So anyway, back to Final Guys. So the way that they do their show, they talk about some of the news, some of the things that they're doing, and then they all watch stuff throughout the week. They kind of just, they have two things that they'll bring up. And then they have a final thing, which is a movie that they watch, and then they all talk about it. And it's all horror stuff. And I love it because it's all horror. But what I have found watching them is that because they're all based in the States, a lot of their discussion ends up becoming about, which service things are on. And, so now it seems like there's like a half a dozen streaming services for everything you're doing. Where it used to be, you had cable TV, and then that got stupid expensive. And then Netflix showed up with their streaming service. You're like, hey, I can watch movies and shows now. Screw TV. And now, it's just silly, man. It's like everybody has just obliterated the whole thing. So, I'm playing volleyball very loudly. So yeah, it was like, there was before the Netflix streaming service and everything took off. No, I'm good, thank you. It was a constant, people either watched cable or they pirated stuff. I mean, I used to go to the mall in Toronto, like there'd be an Asian mall, and you go to these stores and it was just paper sleeves of movies that were $1. You pick up anything and it was just a DVD rip. Sometimes it was a screener, sometimes it wasn't. It was just kind of like a gray area in Toronto. But then with the streaming services, that whole piracy thing kind of slipped away and people were not interested in it more. And now that there's a 1,000,001 streaming services all vying for your dollar and they're going more and more expensive. So now we're back paying what we were with cable and then some. People are, those little shops are showing up again. I just find it so funny how things go full circle. It's like, when you make things reasonably priced and you make access reasonable, piracy disappears. You start pricing everything, you start basically messing people about, and then all of a sudden piracy kicks back in again. I wonder why. Surprise, surprise. Just don't understand it. Well, yeah, I get it. It's corporate greed. Corporate greed. It's the exponential growth forever, which I've never understood. You have a company that has record profits. Something happened. They made $50 million more than they were expected to. So next year, we're going to do that and then some. Like, you can't grow forever. At some point, you got to just be happy leveling off and making money. Like, why does it always have to be? Sorry, MLK, sorry if I missed, but do you have a 1-year visa now? Almost. I've applied, paid for it. I'm just waiting for my passport to come back. So, should be here within the week. Week and a half. Try to think. I got Tuesday. I put it in. So, Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't remember which day. It was kind of hard to get things here because of the King's birthday. So, and I wonder if I just lost everybody with the dead zone. Yes, less stress for sure. Okay, very much so. Anyway, this has been one hell of a walk today. We're good. I feel like I've walked off my. I feel like I've walked off my my breakfast. Well, I'm definitely sweating. Damn it! I knew I'd do this. I'm gonna have to put my phone away for a second. So if you're leaving chat messages, excuse me. I will be okay. Oh, my hand. Look at this. From holding that thing. Ouch. Ouch. You just have the same grip for 40 minutes. Like, ah. And it's not like this thing's heavy. It's not. But, so yeah, I was mentioning earlier about where they tear buildings down. So this building was something, and then they just kind of gutted it. They're turning it into a tea room, a tea house. And then there's a coffee shop doing the same thing over here. And I saw that they were putting brick inside one day, and then I'm like, what the hell are they doing with brick? Then the next thing I know, they plaster over it, and sign opens up called Tube Coffee. Or Tubi, I have no idea. T-U-B-E. I have no idea what the pronunciation is going to be. But I am sure we're going to go in and get an iced Americano, because I have some stuff to do at home, and I want to have myself a nice Americano for my second coffee of the day. That's what I do. Whew. I wonder if my store is open that sold these shirts. I got these last week. I got 2, and they're great. They got the 5XL. They're fitting great. Like, just enough room in them. Like, baggy enough, comfortable. I don't feel like a damn sausage. But I wanted to get some of the long sleeve ones in a larger size, and she's been closed the entire time. I went to go back that day to get some, and she was closed up. I'm like, dang it, why? So, like, I literally went like an hour and a half after. So I was like, wait, did my sale like get her to close for the day? And then she just never opened again. I'm like, what? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Americano iced, no sugar, takeaway.
How are you today?
I'm very good. Thank you. If I can pick, I couldn't. Ooh, okay, oh, it's coming. Thank you. I couldn't. Oh. I don't know what I like more, the tea or the coffee. They're both good. Oh. So, ooh, that was quick. So good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So efficient. I love it here. I'll see you. I couldn't. Okay. That's done. Oh. Whew. Okay. Let's try this again. Ooh, okay. Okay. Sorry. 2 more K till you work off those Americano. There's no calories in Americano. There's no sugar. None. It's water with caffeine. How's the new phone? It's been great. So this is still a Pixel. So the only thing it's doing now, I'm just keeping an eye on chat. If it's just doing chat connected to Wi-Fi or on the SIM card that I had in it, it's fine. But I will find that on cell service, it gets hot when I'm out. If I'm doing anything with GPS, it gets really hot. The new phone, I can do anything I want with it. It just works. Oh God, she's open. She's open. Oh no. Oh no. You guys are like the best good luck charm ever. Okay. Here we go. Well, the chat's going away again. Let's see. Hello. Do you have like these in 5XL?
One for the lab.
One,
Yeah, one for the lab.
one is $4? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see the ones you have? Yeah. Okay. $4. Which I'm okay with. Okay. And these are long? Like long sleeve? Okay.
Yeah, long.
And they're all 5XL. If I get 3 for 10?
Three?
3 shirts, $10?
No.
No? How much?
Yeah. For the lab.
4?
Yeah.
4 each?
Smaller, 3 lab.
Oh, okay. So the bigger ones are okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So 3 for 12. Okay. I'm getting, I'll do 2 today. Let's see. I like this color. And I think the green. Yeah. Okay. Okay. They're more expensive here for those, which is fine. Prices are still good for what I need. Okay. Copy down. Ugh. Akun, thank you so much. I love the shirts too. They're really good. I got the first one I got was 3XL, and it's just a little too tight. So no, it's okay. I ordered it, so thank you. Perfect. I'm just happy she's open again. Yeah, so I don't have an issue paying a bit extra for the larger sizes, so it's an extra $1. But she mentioned it, so I'm okay with it. Okay, my apologies here. Ugh. Back to the apartment, that's where I'm at. Oh, I'm okay. Definite answer not required, but what's up next for travel? Yeah, I did talk about it earlier. So I have a couple of little trips planned over the course of the next month. I just got a bunch of stuff that I want to get organized and ready in advance. And then I'm going to be taking off for about 2 to 3 weeks. We're all going to Phnom Penh, heading over to Vietnam, going to Saigon, Da Nang, and Hanoi, then up through Laos, and then back to Siem Reap. So it's going to be either a long trip or a whirlwind trip. There'll be a lot of like buses and whatnot mixed in with it, so I'm really excited for it. Like, I'm super excited for the trip. Oh, I'm so happy she was open today. Hey, hello. Dimi, is that right?
Yeah, D-I-M-A.
Okay, Dima.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that Greek?
I'm sorry?
The name, is it Greek, Dima?
No, sir. It's Slovenian.
Slovenian, okay.
Yeah, but long name Dmitry.
Okay, Dimitri.
Short name Dima.
Dima.
Long name Dmitry, this is for official documents, for passports and so on. The same in West, you have the same. For example,
Thomas, yeah.
And he has the same Dmitry Dima. For example, I don't like Putin. Vladimir Vova, short name. It's not nickname. Dmitry Dima. Alexander Sasha. Евгений Женя.
That's so interesting.
Vadim, Vadik. Yeah, it's not nicknames, it's short names.
Yeah, my whole name is short, so I'm Sean. So there's no long version of Sean.
Yeah. Sometimes I was called by Dimi, but I don't mind.
Dima is. I will remember.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so very much.
Take care.
Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Thank you.
I bumped into him a number of times. He commented on me with my camera, so I wanted to say hello. And I wasn't sure because we kind of were in passing. He was on a bicycle, so I wasn't sure if it was Dimi or Dima. So now I have clarification. But anyway, I am back home. Whew. Sorry, RDC. How do I arrange bus trips? Part of them I will be doing here locally. For anything in Cambodia, I will arrange internally. Giant Ibis has services. I know I'm going to pay a little bit more for Giant Ibis, but I like their buses. They're big, comfortable seats, and for longer trips, I want to have that. When I get to Vietnam, I'm just going to go and find whatever I can find that's going to wherever I want to go. If I have to go to a local travel agency, which is a lot of time you can do, or online, you can purchase them. So there's lots of options. But, Maddo's Adventures, good day, effing cold here. In Melbourne, but sunning, we'll back to Phnom Penh soon. It's worth coming over. Yeah, it's cooled down a lot. It's dropped about 10 degrees. 7 degrees, 7 or 8. But it's enough of a marked difference that I can feel it. But yeah, I'm home. We've been going for almost an hour and a half. Long stream today. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Before I head off, I say this all the time, if you wouldn't mind, if you are here and if you've enjoyed hitting the like button on your way out, greatly appreciated. I do make these live after we are done, so people can watch them after the fact. Book me bus for everything in Cambo's easy. Book me bus. I will take a look into that. Thank you, Maddo. Eagle Sean equals Sean Connery. Named after him, so yeah, you're absolutely right there. Quite the education from Dima there. Dude, Frank, what I love here, hands down, every person I talk to, there's like stories, adventures. And I think sometimes too, it's like people haven't been able to communicate or speak English to somebody for a while, and they're just like dying to have a conversation. Much like yesterday in the video, the butterfly tea one, that guy was amazing. Like I only put in like about 20% of the conversation we had. Like there was so much more. But I just felt like it was just like a static view. So I wanted to do the highlights of what I could, but I would love to talk to a person to be able to interview better. So maybe 2 cameras next time, just thinking. But anyway, Matto, ABA in their app. Really? Yeah, I'm getting an ABA bank account next week. So once I get my visa done, I'll be getting an ABA account. So I don't know what and all they have included. Yeah, I'm going to have a video coming up about the visa, all the things that I've had to do for it, just so you can know your expectations. And then I'm going to have one discussing about the banking side of things. I just like to give you guys as much information as possible that's short and concise. So I'll just kind of, no fluff, just meat and potatoes, right? So once I get everything done, I will do that, and I am just dripping sweat. That's why I love this shirt, man. I don't feel like I don't feel super sweaty, except my arms are just like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's just like dripping off me. It's a good workout. Anyway, Sky Gypsy. Thank you. The Butterfly Tea video, I really enjoyed that one. That was one of those unexpected videos where I was going in just to have the tea and I thought it was just gonna be my typical. And then I ended up having this amazing conversation. I met somebody that was like really interesting. And that's one of the things I'm absolutely loving here in Cambodia is like those people are everywhere. And it's just a matter of taking a minute, having a conversation. You get to learn a lot more about the people and the culture and everything that's here. Because once they open up, all they want to do is talk about like what they're doing, right? And so people are proud and happy about this stuff, and they should be. And I love it. Super easy for everything. Thank God. Cambodia in general, I have to say it is super easy for everything. Like I'm technically savvy, but when it comes to some things, I'm pretty stupid. And this place makes me feel smart because I don't have to I feel like I got that. I figured that out. Holy crap, I did. So I'm proud of me. Anyway, enjoy my shower. I'm going to. I'm going up there. Hopefully they've cleaned my apartment. I pray. Yes, please. Eric, you said it. Hit the like button. I could just stand here and you guys are going to keep me going with chat, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. These streams are honestly the highlight of my week because I just get to have these conversations with y'all, and it's greatly appreciated having you here. But anyway, I'm going to head off and hit the shower, so to speak, after I have my coffee. And I gotta see how these things look, you know. Well, I'll do those after my shower. I gotta do laundry. But anyway, I'll see you guys Saturday night, Sunday morning. Fingers crossed. Technically, if there's no technical issues, we'll be doing this again. If you're in Phnom Penh, maybe we catch up next week. I'm there. I don't think I'll be in Phnom Penh next week because I have to wait for my visa to get back. And I think that'll be all of next week. I don't expect it back to a week Monday. So I think that's about when I'm looking at. I still do Monday to Friday, so I'm thinking if it's 10 business days, so that's how I look at things, just me. I could be off. But if I have it, I would love to. But yeah, I will see you guys in our next one. Again, the next stream should be Saturday night if you're in North America, Sunday morning if you're here in Southeast Asia. I do greatly appreciate everybody being here. I will see you all very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.